I can see myself in your reflection, baby.
Oh, that's good.
Are you recording? Hello and welcome to the Friday Drink. I'm your host Tim.
I'm Ruth.
And you guys know the drill by now. It's been a long week, so grab something cold from the fridge, sit down and relax with us, because we're going to be drinking some really good beer today.
We are. Tim, I'm really excited about this one.
Let's hold it up. Ooh-hoo-hoo.
White Rabbit Dark Ale.
We're
This is a
excited.
famous one, and I love this one,
And
so I'm
guess
very
what,
excited.
Ruth? This is like our first dark beer that we've
Yeah,
reviewed.
we haven't reviewed a dark beer on here.
All we do on the previous episodes is we just review IPAs and then Ruth gets
Pale
cranky.
ales.
And Ruth's like, oh, another pale ales. I did the research for this one. So
you?
White Rabbit, they started off in Healesville and they're like this tiny little indie craft brewery, and then they got sort of bought out by the Little Creatures conglomeration.
They're from Fremantle.
They're from Little Creatures,
Western Australia.
If you don't know, they're from Western Australia. So they bought out the White Rabbit sort of little craft brewery, and then they had to move to Geelong and start making their beers there.
I love this beer. I mean, I've had it before.
We've
it's
had
one
it
of my
before.
favorites.
It's a good one, and we were so excited to review it.
I want to talk about the label.
Oh, let's do it. All right.
I love this label. It reminds me of some sort of Beatrix Potter classical illustration. Like, it's a little bit, I mean, it's called White Rabbit, and it's a little bit like the illustrations in the Alice in Wonderland books. I love it. I think it's so pretty. It's so recognizable. You go into a bottle shop and you instantly see the White Rabbit. Like, it always jumps out at me because it's just so different to like a lot of other beer labels. You don't usually put beer and Hans Christian Andersen together, do you?
No, you don't really.
Or like Lewis Carroll.
Yeah, and you've got fermentation with imagination on the side. I think that's the White Rabbit.
With me and you'll be
Keep going.
fermentation, pure imagination.
I think the fermentation with imagination is like the White Rabbit Brewery sort of logo, because I did a perusal on their website.
I'm so excited.
You're keen?
Yeah.
Should we go in for the pour? Look at that.
Look how dark that is. I mean, it is a dark ale.
That
but
is like
it looks like a coffee.
it looks like a Coke, I always think.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's quite it's still like a little bit translucent at the bottom. You got that sort of that reddy colour, which reminds me of Coke.
It's very whimsical and mysterious.
Ooh. Clink.
So let's do this.
There we go.
Oh, I love this so much.
All right, Ruth, give us your one word.
Elevator music. Why do I always have to do the one word first?
Fine, I can do the one word
Okay,
first.
you
if
go.
want. I would say that my one word for this is accessible.
Ooh.
Surprisingly accessible.
I would say my one word for this is surprising.
Surprising and accessible.
Speaking of the White Rabbit thing, I mean, I guess Alice in Wonderland.
I mean, when you think about White Rabbits,
it's in like the wood. It looks like it's going to the rabbit hole there.
Anyone who's been to Healesville, it's this lovely, bushy, woody sort of
like a fairy tale.
Yeah, it's like different to like a New South Wales bush. It's that like South Victorian, bit wetter, bit greener bushland. And you know what? You could see a White Rabbit in there. I'm not saying that's their origin story, but this is in my brain.
Back in our theatre days, like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
We did Alice in Wonderland. We toured it.
Yep.
And you were the Mad Hatter, and I was the White Rabbit, and it was really fun because I just got to run around yelling at all the kids for being late.
Yeah, it was kids theatre because it was, Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
And it's just great because in the Mad Hatter's Tea Party scene, it had probably 2 lines, which was just improvise whatever you want.
That was fun.
And it was just a madness. It was different every time. But
Alice in Wonderland, there have been so many remakes, so many.
I have read the original book, but I always think about when I think...
2 books.
Yeah, well, you've got Alice in Wonderland and then Through the Looking Glass.
Yeah.
But I actually always think of the Disney one with blonde pinafore Alice.
Yeah. Do you know I've been in a production of Alice in Wonderland 4 times in my life?
Four
Four
times.
times.
So what are your roles? You've got White Rabbit.
Yeah, White Rabbit during Tea Trino, and we were card guards as well.
Yeah,
during Tea
okay,
Trino.
that's true.
Then at university, I was the lorikeet. I had a small role, but it was wonderful. Then in high school, I was a card guard again, and I was Alice.
People just want you to be a card. There's a joke in there somewhere.
And then in primary school, I can't remember. Might have been Alice again.
Do you reckon you look like Alice?
Maybe when I was blonde. I think I'm a little less prim than Alice. She's a very British girl.
That's right.
She's very much like, oh, this is nonsense.
Yeah, it is. It's weird because you've got that kind of that she is obviously off in the clouds, but even in her imaginative dreams or, you know, down the rabbit hole.
She gets quite cranky at her own imagination.
It's like almost having a dream and then in your dream you're awkward.
Yeah.
It's like, this is my dream. Why am I awkward in this?
Yeah, because it's a massive tangent. You know, people who stutter.
Yeah.
In their inner thoughts, their inner monologue, do they stutter?
I don't know. If you have a speech impediment of some sort,
let us know.
Let us know in the comments if you know someone. If you are not all you're cracked up to be in your own brain. For all of our Friday Drinks fans, you guys know that we have actually been to the Little Creatures Brewery in Fremantle in Western Australia.
Have we talked about that before?
No, we have never talked about that.
Then why did you say for all our fans you would know?
No, as all our fans should know, actually. All our fans should know that we have been to the Little Creatures Brewery.
By reading our minds.
Yeah, read our minds and glean that information off us.
We have. That was fun. That was on my birthday 2 years ago.
Ruth's birthday 2 years ago. Little Creatures Brewery, and it is a machine. It's
so fun. It's a fun place.
And there's different levels.
Yeah.
There's different things you can buy.
It's really lovely.
And
go check it out.
Fremantle in Western Australia, I would say, is a really nice place. It kind of reminds me of St Kilda a little bit, but with like sort of more sandstony buildings. Thoughts on this beer?
I love White Rabbit, and trying it again has made me remember how much I love it. It's just perfect. I mean, if you don't like dark beers, this is a good entry level one because it's quite light for a dark beer. It's very crisp. The flavors are really balanced. It's like you said, accessible. I don't know. I love it. I love everything about White Rabbit.
I need to mention that a few years back, this won an award.
Got gold
for the Australian International Beer Awards. I think we got that right. But yeah, this got gold in its category. I would recommend this beer for someone who wants to try dark beer.
Me too.
But doesn't know where to start and doesn't want to, you know.
Even if you don't want to try dark beer, your friend should force feed this to you because it's delicious.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, who would you recommend this to? Or are you going to be unanimous?
Unanimous. I literally thought the same thing.
Absolutely.
Sorry, I just spat like everywhere.
It's fantastic. We've got a great label.
You just ignored that.
Just gonna ignore that you spat. Yeah. Ruth spat everyone.
You didn't even. I was like, I just spat everyone. You're like, yeah, it's a great label. You can say what you wanted to say now.
Great label. Great label. Good taste.
Yeah.
Accessible. If you don't know anything about dark beer, start with this one.
Yeah. Are we up to tinnies?
Tinnies. What would you give this?
5-star, baby.
5 stars for Ruth. I would say this is a 4.5 for me.
What?
So it comes down to the reason why is because I love dark beers. I'm an advanced dark beer drinker, so I would maybe want a little bit something more, but purely this is clearly high tier. It's just that I really like dark beers and I just wanted that little bit extra.
Bit more of the dank.
But absolutely.
The dense.
I could see so many people giving this 5 stars.
Well, the reason I give it 5 stars is I love the label. I love this beer. Every time I have it, I'm reminded, I always forget about it, and then I have it. I'm like, this is a treat. And I like it because it's not too heavy, because I have to be in a specific mood to have like a stout or a Guinness or I have to be in a
dark ale.
Yeah, dark ale. I have to be in a very specific mood. But this one, I know I'm going to enjoy it whenever I drink it. I literally gave something 5 stars and you did not even react. You were just like, oh, okay, I'll give it a 4.5.
That was the react.
That was beautiful. Should go into the flicks.
Oh, should be. If you are a cinema person.
A cinema person.
Some crazy people for your movie and or production.
Yeah.
give us a bell.
Ding, ding, ding. It's a bell. I don't think that's a phrase. Give us a ring, but not give us a bell. Oh, here's your bell.
Give us a bell.
Thanks.
Ding, 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 ding. Hear ye, give us a job.
Why are you a pirate now?
Because
give us a job,
it's more of a town crier kind of vibe.
Town crier doesn't go, hear ye,
They say hear ye.
Yeah, but not like a pirate.
Well, he's hoarse because he's been crying all day.
Oh dear, I'm crying all day. Thanks for watching the Friday Drink. This has been Tim and Ruth. We've had a lot of fun. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that jazz. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. We love each other.
Ooh.